Okay. Maybe there are a few people that are going to join the class, but we need to start. Okay, we want to
Absolutely.
talk. Okay, I want to welcome you all to this class, to this event, and thanks everyone for joining. I'm Isabella, and I'm just a moment because I admitting a lot of people today. And I am the owner and managing partner of Italian Experience US, and I'm from Italy, from south of Italy, and I moved here in USA 4 years ago, first in California and now in Texas. And with my colleague Carlotta, we organize events based on Italian culture and traditions, virtual like this one, but we hope in person in the future after the COVID situation. We are mainly based in San Francisco Bay Area, South California, and Texas Triangle. But of course, with virtual events, we are everywhere. So we do different kinds of activities, like Italian language classes, cooking and mixology classes, like this one, virtual tours, and of course, corporate and private events, and more, much more. So today we are with our chef, Annalisa Pompeo.
Ciao a tutti.
Hi, Annalisa, welcome. Thanks for having us today in your house. Annalisa, she's also a founder of GoSicily, a company that offers immersive cooking experience in Sicily, also virtual like this one, but also food and travel tours, food and wine tours in Sicily too. One of the beautiful things that Annalisa is doing right now are these culinary experience box based on select products, Sicilian products, ingredients that Annalisa select from local small producer. And the beautiful thing that you can actually have this box at home because they are available to online to buy. And with this special box, you also receive a video cooking class led by Annalisa, and also just for Valentine's period, a special live streaming cooking class like this one, but just you, your loved one, and Annalisa. So amazing. Okay, you can buy this box, of course. I will send you the link and the promo code that you can use to have to this special experience. Last thing, I want to say a special thanks to the Italian Culture Center of San Diego, because they help us to promote this event. So thank you. Thank you to Beatrice Basso. I hope you are here, connect. And that's it, guys. We are ready to cook. So Annalisa, it's your turn. Just one thing. Annalisa, she's using two cameras. One camera that in front of her and one other that that is on the countertop. So you can decide to pin one of another one, okay? If you want to ask question, you can, of course, write in the chat box, and I will read the question during the class to Annalisa. Or you can unmute yourself and ask the question directly. In the meantime, if you have background noises, please mute yourself, okay? That's it. Enjoy, guys.
Ciao a tutti. Thank you, Isabella, for introducing me. Thank you for inviting me in this beautiful event. It's for a while that I follow your platform, and it's very, very nice because this shows us that it's very an authentic Italian style. So this is a very, very nice. So buonasera for me, for you, buona mattina, buon sabato, happy Saturday. I'm Annalisa Pompeo. I'm a Sicilian chef. I do Sicilian cooking classes and food tours in Sicily and also in the States. Every year, pandemic apart, I go to the States and I do a kind of a tourney to the private home, American homes, to bring my style, my cooking classes that are at focus the Sicilian tradition, using poor ingredients and the poor recipes, like grandma recipes. I live in Favara, that is a medieval town, 10 minutes away from Agrigento. I don't know who about you already went in Agrigento or in Sicily in general, but Agrigento is very famous for a valley of the temple ruins or the White Wall on the Mediterranean Sea, La Scala dei Turchi. So Agrigento, compared to the other areas of Sicily, is the less discovered, is uncovered, is still like a kind of wild area. And so it's always a surprise to visit this area. So today I'm gonna show you how to make not only a Sicilian plate, it's more a kind of Italian plate. And we are going to stay close to Carnevale. And I don't know if it's someone from Nola. Look at my earrings today. These, I bought these last year in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. And I fell completely in love because the colors are like the Mardi Gras in Nola. But if you look at the shape, it is like the ornaments, the Sicilian horses has when we have the Sicilian carts with the horses. So it's just a moment to remember these beautiful moments. So I hope that everyone is safe. Today the weather here is beautiful. We have like a spring season, and that's it. I would like to understand if everyone is ready to going to cook with me, and if you had any problem to find some ingredient. So the most difficult probably ingredient that you maybe could not find or found was this one, strutto, that is a pork lard, right? So everyone found it? Please unmute yourself and tell me.
I did not find that. I just have unsalted butter.
Yeah. So I wanna do an introduction about this, and meanwhile I already put in my pot, because this will be our oil to fry our chiacchiere. Do you know what chiacchiere means in Italian? Chiacchiere is lies. When you are a liar, you are saying chiacchiere, right? No? So in this way, in Sicily, we used to fry in the pork lard. That is a really pork lard. And the reason is because when you fry in the pork lard, or everything that you fry is something that is not oily in the end, right? And the fry is very, very dry, very light and tasty too. So the first thing before we put our hands on, I have to put my pork lard or strutto. In Sicilian is saimi, right? In our pot, and start to let dissolve this lard in a medium flame on the stove. So if you are using oil, it's not time to put on the stove because it's too early. but these need more time.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, please.
If we use, do you know what Crisco is?
Yeah, I was saying Crisco is the ingredient that you can use.
So should we put Crisco in right now then into the pan?
Yeah, because he needs to melt, right? And when we will be ready, we will put a little bit medium high flame.
So if I'm using vegetable oil, which is what mine called for, how much should I use?
I suggest all the time to use not too much large pots, because more big the pot is, more oil you need. So look at what I'm using. It's an old pot that I have at home, and I use it always to make something that, of course, is not clean, right? Hi, Lori husband, I saw you.
A moment, Annalisa, we have a question. Maybe Suzanne, you are going to ask a question?
Yeah, so if we're using, should we be using vegetable oil or the butter as a substitute, and how much?
No, guys, I want to be clear in something. Butter is for the mix inside the dough. We are talking about how to fry, right? Okay. So, or you use a Crisco, or you use pork lard, or you use a vegetable oil. That could be canola oil, sunflower oil, everything you want.
And how
right?
much in the pot?
I don't know.
Okay, when the level should be half of the pot.
It should be what, half of the pot?
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to put on the medium flame. You know what? I think it's not enough, so I continue, and so we start to make the recipe. Okay. Everything in this step is clear. Please make questions.
Can I use a deep fryer?
Sorry?
Can I use a deep fryer?
It's a deep fry, yes.
No, Annalisa vuole sapere se può usare tipo una friggitrice.
Oh, yeah, she can, because it's a deep fry.
Yes, you can, Heather, you can.
Yes, absolutely, yes. Okay, guys.
But, oh, I'm sorry. I have one more question. I have the Crisco in the pan. What should we put it at for the temperature? Like medium? Or what do you
at the beginning, just low, because we need not to have it ready right now, right? Okay. But just to melt. When I will tell you, you can increase the flame, because we need, I will tell you to make a perfect fry, right?
Okay.
Because
perfect.
it's always a problem. Sometimes people have some issue in frying, but it's just because they don't care about something. So I want to tell, but step by step, I will tell you everything.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So guys, now we are starting to use our ingredients to make the recipe. Crisco was only to fry. Now we are going to make for the recipe. So if we just take a look at our ingredients, we have flour, right? You can leave in a pot, or you can put the flour in a work area like this. You can decide, or you can mix, because probably we will do now the mix. So after, we need some of wine, or some like alcohol. Do you know why we are going to put wine?
No, we don't.
It's acidic. It's acid.
No.
To work with the baking powder to cause the bubbles.
Bravo. Okay, so we are going to put some wine or something like alcohol, because we need that our chiacchiere has the balls, right? Not only people, but also Chiacchiere has the balls. I'm kidding. So alcohol needs to have some bubbles, and bubbles means that they are not hard, but they are crunchy. Okay, so this is the reason. So after we have butter, okay, after we have sugar, after we have eggs, after we have powder yeast, you can use vanilla flavor, or you can use some zest of lemon,
So
and a pinch of salt.
should we mix all of this together right now? Is that what you want us to do?
Now, step by step, we are going to start. What I suggest is put the yeast at the end, or only at the end. But now, this is a rule that you have to do always, also when you make a cake, right? So before solid ingredients, mix solid ingredients with solid ingredients. So flour with sugar, with something of cinnamon, for example. So the dried ones, and after liquid ones. So now we are going to do this. In this bowl, we mix our sugar, right? In this way, and a pinch of salt. Who knows who kills the yeast? Who is the responsible when something doesn't rise up?
Could I ask a question? Did you say we need yeast?
See, but it is a yeast for cakes. It's not fresh yeast.
Yeah, it's not on the menu or on the recipe.
It's not on the recipe. So what should we use?
It's a baking hardware.
It's baking powder, not yeast.
Baking powder.
Yeah, okay, so it's the same. Don't worry, right?
Not here. Not
called, probably is an issue in Italian translation. We call lievito per dolci or lievito per pane. Is yeast for sweet or yeast for salty or baking, right? So in this way. Okay.
Thank you.
So normally, please.
Oh, no, I just said thank you. That makes sense.
Ah, you're welcome. So now we mix. I was asking something. Who is the responsible when something doesn't rise up?
The salt kills the yeast. Right?
Bravissima. You won a prize. Brava. So for this reason, I tell you, never put yeast together with salt, because salt kills the yeast. So this, forget it at the end, right? So now we go to mix. You can use tools. I'm not fancy in cooking. I use my hands, right? So you can use, let me know if you see me better from the working area camera or by the panoramic one.
From the working area, Annalisa, we saw your hands.
Perfetto, brava. Sì, così faccio così.
Okay.
Okay, so now we do.
I have a question. I'm sorry. So we have the sugar in the bowl.
Yeah.
What should we all have in the bowl right now?
Now we have just the flour and the sugar, and
Okay.
I'm doing like a ballet to insert our eggs.
Okay. So the flour and the sugar should be in the bowl, and we're mixing it with our hands. Correct?
I think the salt and the baking powder too? No, or no?
So I put a pinch of salt too.
Yeah, and the baking powder?
Not the yeast.
Uh-oh. Oh,
You did it?
I put baking powder already.
Oh, okay. We will stop later if we have some problem. In
Yeah.
this case, to be honest, it's not a cake, right? It's not a cake, but for the main rule, never put yeast and salt together.
Right. I thought we said all the dry ingredients go in now, but
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. No.
Let's go step by step. Yeah. Let's go. We'll follow you.
Yeah. Follow me step by step, please.
Annalisa, scusami, il pane degli angeli, our baking powder, Italian baking powder.
Can you find pane degli angeli there? I don't think so.
Someone found.
Oh, really?
It's so rare.
Wow.
Someone found. And okay, Nadia, she has it. So she need to add una bustina.
See, I'm doing a half dose, so I'm using half, but in the recipe that you have is one small pack. No.
Can you go back to the way that you were before? Because I can't see your hands. I just see the top part of your body.
Can you see my hands now?
You can pin the other camera, and Anastasia, you can put on gallery view and select the other camera.
We have two cameras.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Can I ask another question? So just to clarify, we have not added the eggs, right?
So what? Can you repeat, please?
So in the bowl, it's just flour and sugar that we're mixing. In the salt.
Yeah, and a pinch of salt.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now I put the eggs. Okay.
Do the eggs go directly into that dry mixture or separate?
No, it all together. And with a fork, you start to mix in this way. Can you see?
And you want...
Perfect.
Anche il vino lo mettiamo tutto insieme?
Not now, not now. The wine, not yet. Before, we have to collect much possible we can the flour until, can you imagine like a snowball? We have to collect all the flour to have a mix. But of course, eggs will be not enough and we will need to add the wine, but not for now. For now, just put the eggs, okay?
Can you specify how many eggs? Because our ingredient list says 2 egg yolks plus 1 egg. So
exactly.
What do you want egg yolks or do you want the full egg, and how much?
In the recipe I brought what I brought. Let me put
my recipe. Sorry. Okay, guys, follow the quantity that are in your recipe. Okay, so if Annalisa say eggs, you put 2 eggs and 1 yolk. That's it. Okay, so
yeah, guys, on my recipe.
Try to use the recipe that we send you, and please, if you have a question, try to write in the chat so we can avoid to interrupt Annalisa so often. Okay, so the class will go smoothly, and I will ask your question in the chat. Okay, if you don't worry. And
okay, guys. Okay, thank you, Isabella. So in the main recipe that I sent you, I told you 2 yolks and 1 whole egg. So I'm doing the half dose, so I'm doing less. I'm making less. So what I'm making now is try to collect all the flour, right? And I'm using now my work area directly. Like we are going, it's like you put the, you know, when you make lasagna, you make pasta in this way. Now we add our butter. That is not liquid. Look at the butter, guys. It's room temperature. Okay, perfect. And we continue to knead until we collect all the flour. Use your power. It's a workout, guys. So in this way. Everybody is following me?
Guys, thumbs up if you're okay. Thumbs up. Good.
Va bene. If the mixture is too dry now, but only now, we can start to add our wine, right? Not in all the time, step by step, little by little. And also now you can add your Padua yeast. Because
I'm sorry, I know she asked not to interrupt, but I'm just curious, what happens? Ours is pretty, it's not turning into a dough.
Because it's still too dry. Now adding the wine, we will have like a bowl, and kneading, we will have an homogeneous peak.
Right here.
Okay. So guys, something that meanwhile I work, I want to tell you something. We used to make our chiacchiere in the Carnival period, right? Because in Italy mainly we are Catholic, and so what this means that we are also after in Quaresima. I don't know Quaresima, how do you call Quaresima? 40 days before Easter. So Carnival is a way.
It's Lent. Quaresma, Lent.
Perfect. So it's a way to eat something of fat, right? Fat like not only chiacchiere, but also pork meat with sauce, right? The skin of the pork, of pork. This is something that we used to eat, especially the Friday before the Quaresima starts. So this is something that is a tradition, of course, but it's something that we used to do, and each region in Italy has their own traditions. So look, guys, look at my, it's not dough yet, right? But it started to look like. So now we need to mix. Let me wash my hands because I need it. So who has, guys, who has Crisco, please get lower. Yes, you have to put the yeast before mixing. The last ingredient that we put.
So Annalisa, we put all the ingredients in the mixture right now. Is right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
now we need
just to mix everything. Okay, we mix.
Now we need just to mix. And you can start. If you have a bowl like this, you can start to put your oil on the stove, medium heat. Yes, the oil now. Bravo, Lori. Lori Bruno. Perfect.
Not in the pastry, Lori. Not in the pastry. In the pan.
Do we put
on the stove, guys?
On the stove, not into the flour mixture.
No, in the mixture. No.
That's what I thought.
Okay, we're done with the mixture. We put all the ingredients that we need in the mixture. Now we need to put the oil on the stove because we want to fry the chiacchiere in the oil. Okay. So you put the oil in some pan that you can use usually to fry things at your place, like chicken or whatever. I don't know. Or meatballs. We fry meatballs too, so I don't know what you use.
Brava Isabella.
Yes.
So guys, how about the consistency? Right? How do you know if you are doing very well, if it's too sticky, if it's too dry? So you have to touch your dough and not too sticky, has to be not too sticky. So someone wrote that is too dry. If it's too dry, add a little bit of wine. Don't drink all the wine. Va bene. Non bevete tutto il vino, mettetelo un poco nell'impasto.
Yes.
So don't drink all the wine, please. Barbara, what are you drinking? Water? Are you sure? So, okay, guys. So even if we put the yeast inside the dough, Chiacchiere doesn't need to rest a lot. So the time that we set our pot on the oil and the oil in the pot and everything, we can already work with them, right?
Annalisa, what about the vanilla?
Yes, I told at the beginning, vanilla, you can put sometimes the Pane Angeli powder yeast has already vanilla inside. If you want, you can put extra, or if you want, you can grate a lemon zest.
Okay, Erin, she's saying that her dough is really dry, even if she added a lot of wine. Maybe you should work the dough because the butter needs to melt, okay? It needs to melt, so you need to
See, but in this case, yeah, in this case, if she put a little bit of wine, more wine, I would like, let me see her screen. Who is?
Is
Dimmi il nome, Isabella, che guardo qua.
Erin, I see Erin. Erin, let's show us your dough.
Un Erin.
Okay, yeah. Did you add the eggs?
No, I would like to see Erin dough.
Yeah, I saw her dough. It's really dry. It's not.
It is really dry. Do you know? Either she has she
eggs.
Non è Erin che non lo vedo. Okay, another white of egg. Is it possible?
Egg.
I can't see him.
I'm sorry, I can't get to the chat. Mine's really dry too. And I also wanted, did we add the yeast?
Yes, we add the yeast. We add everything in the dough.
Isabella?
Yes.
Fermiamoci un minuto. Okay, guys, to be clear again, if it's too dry, it's for two reasons. The size of the eggs that probably were too small, okay? And then in this case, you have two options. Option A, you can add some wine to compensate. Option 2 or B, you can put more egg, preferibilmente probably the white, not the yolk, right? If it's still too dry, add more wine. Okay, Isabella, please let me see, give me feedback about the main dough, if they are on the step or not yet.
I see a lot of people that are working good. Alice Williams, she has a good dough.
Buono.
What about Anat Patel? I see that it's working. It's good. Okay. Maura,
Okay.
she has a good dough.
Io ho aggiunto un po' di acqua.
Okay, Alice, good job.
Be sure to add vanilla, that helps too. Vanilla, it doesn't matter, guys. It's a flavor. Vanilla doesn't help. Vanilla is just a flavor, so it doesn't change if you put or not, right? It's a flavor that you can put, but if you forget, don't mind. Okay.
What about Eder? Eder Viccioso, are you good? Yes, she's good. Nadia, I see she's good. Erin, did you have the one?
Ah, look, I see Lori. Lori, can you touch the dough, please? Can you touch your dough? Brava, looks perfect. Doesn't stick, perfect. Let me open my computer.
What about you, Cindy? Oh, your dough is good. Touch your dough. Okay.
Suzanne, I see Suzanne. Can you show me your dough, please? Lori, dov'è Lori? A disastro.
Susanna.
Okay, Suzanne, you need to knead a little bit more, okay?
Sì.
Brava. So, Crystal.
It's tech work.
It's a workout. It's a workout. So,
they ask about your dough, Annalisa. Show us your dough.
This is my dough.
Beautiful.
This is my dough. So is soft but not spongy. Right? What I mean? It's not sticky at all. And it has to be not too dry, because now I'm going to show you that we needed to put some flour before to fry them.
Can you just look at ours real quick to see if it's coming along?
Sì, aspetta. Wait a little bit. Look, can you see better here now?
Yes. Oh yeah, ours is kind of like
it's like bread dough, but not more soft.
Okay, ours is a little tough.
Okay, who is talking?
Crystal.
Crystal. Ah, ecco, Crystal, ti vedo.
Sì.
Okay. Do you know? Just need a little bit more, but not too much. You are on the way. You are on the way.
I see Heather. Heather, she has a good dough.
Okay, Marianne, I think it's too dry or not?
Missy, let me see Missy.
Mine is too dry still, and I've added a bunch of wine. And it's
dry. See,
good, Missy.
Just add a little bit of wine.
Yes, you can. You see.
I'm right here.
So Heather is going great. Missy, perfect. Missy is perfect. Katie Gonzalez, yeah, great. Lori, now I see you, Lori. Lori, dov'è Lori? Lori, unmute yourself, please. I need to talk with you.
Okay.
Ti devo parlare. Lori.
There's two Loris. Which Lori?
Lori, Bruno.
Lori Field.
Okay. Yes, that's me.
Where is
Lori Field.
Yes.
Lori, don't be scared, honey. You are the best. You have just to add wine. Do you know what you have to do? Keep a glass of wine, half glass on the dough, half you drink. Metà te lo bevi e metà lo dici che ti vanno perfetto. Brava. Listen, perfect. So guys, I think someone asked me, if we have no time to fry everything, can we save the dough? Yes, you can also freeze the dough. But now I want to show you how to make our chiacchiere. Are you ready? So please follow me. And if you have questions, I ask you to make them after that I show this step. Ok? Perfetto? Va bene. Grazie per la fiducia. So now what I do is I put some flour on my work area, and I put a piece of dough on the top, and I'm going to use a pine roll, right? Everybody has one? Bravi. So now we need to have a kind of sheet in this way. And how thick has to be the sheet, right? Now I'm going to show you the secret of the chiacchiere is like a veil. More tiny they are, better will be the fry and the bubbles. Ok, how many does possiamo usare la macchina da pasta per estrarre delle sottili? Yes, you could use the pasta machine, but to be honest, guys, it's so funny to make this by hand, right? Okay, I love Lori Bruno that follow me and say yes. Lori, from which part of Sicily you come? Because Bruno is a last name very common in my area.
Yes, so my father's family came from a fishing village in Palermo called Isla della Femmina, and my mom's family came from Sciacca.
Oh, wow, Sciacca is an hour far away from me. It's a beautiful.
And I've been to Agrigento, which is lovely.
Yeah, did you come?
Yes, I did about 11 years ago. Yeah, I love it.
Brava. So guys, look, I show you something. I show you in two cameras. I show you here. Can you see? And I show you in this camera. Okay. And look, it's a little bit of flour, but there's not too much, because if we put flour on the oil, we will create foam, and we have not to create foam in the oil, right? Okay, so now,
Annalisa, sorry, they are asking me how many chiacchiere we can do with this recipe. I don't know if there is a number.
How many chiacchiere with the recipe that I told you? Consider 700 grams more or less. I don't know how many, because imagine we can count one by one chiacchiere, but a lot.
A lot, don't worry, a lot of chiacchiere.
Yeah, they are more than enough, guys, because Isabella, I think that 700 grams, 80 grams, 800 grams is
800. So they told me 800.
It's more than a pound, right?
Maybe, I don't know. Yes.
Dovrebbe essere un pound, più di un pound, qualche cosa.
I'm just asking to know how to cut them. How do I cut the big big one? How do like this?
No, now I'm going to show you how to cut them, because you have to try to cut the same size, right? I'm showing you, so please don't miss this step. What I suggest is I have this wheel that is like curly, but you can use also the brava Lori, brava. You can use also the pizza cutter pizza, right? This is for more fancy, more nice, but it's the same, right? You can do also with a knife, just a knife. So what I do is, can you see? Yes, tu mi puoi vedere, okay. So create like a clean rectangle or a clean area, right? Just to have a regular size. I'm showing you now. Look at this. I'm showing it like this. Everybody can see? Just to have a clean rectangle or other kind of geometric sides, right?
Yes.
Perfetto. And now we can be creative. We can do triangles, we can do rectangles, we can do everything we want. So the traditional one are this. Yeah. The traditional ones are these. You can put more or less long, right? So now I want to show you something, guys. I want to tell you something. When I was a child, my mom, my father, used to have some carnival party, and they used to invite people, friends. Do you know what my mom used to do? This is a trick if you want to do this. She used to, meanwhile she was passing with the pine roll, use a little bit of cotton. Do you know the cotton when you remove our makeup? Brava, Lori. So, and she used to fry with the chiacchiere, and so people didn't know, of course. And meanwhile, they was eating. They found the cotton inside. It's a trick. Probably you don't care, but I want to tell you.
It's a trick. Not a good trick. It's something I don't know.
It's a good trick,
the
right?
cotton, but it's okay.
So
we say something in Italian. I don't know if someone is able to translate.
Oh, it's a horse, Nadia and Sean. You did a horse? Oh my gosh. Hanno fatto un cavallo. Oh, che bello.
Okay, guys, how many inches do we cut each piece? Oh, guys, there is
it's up to you. It's up to you. It's not a rule. Mine are like 2 fingers, right? But it's up to you. You have to be creative. The only thing that I suggest is to try to make the same size when you put in the same time. Now I show you. Meanwhile, we fry them. So I'm doing some chiacchiere now, guys. And after we got to fry, okay? Let me see you, because I wanted, oh, guarda che sono belli. You are so beautiful, everyone.
Lori Field.
Lori che funzionava così. Guarda, Lori, you are a mentor, chef. I told you that with the wine, you were going to be the lady. Brava. So guys, can I go to do a test about frying or not yet? Posso andare? Bravi. Okay, so now look what I do. I change the view. I change the view now. So you are going to see me here. And I want to show you something. Since the oil, this is not oil, this is the pork lard, right? Ah, mi vedete anche da là, perfetto. It was, okay, since the oil, it was too hot, the pork lard, I switched off the flame, right? And now I'm going to switch on again. So, of course, I have a thermometer. I brought
thermometer. I don't know how to say thermometer.
No, it's the accent che mi fa ogni volta. It's a termometro, va bene, termometro da cucina. And, but I don't use it.
Sorry, guys.
Don't use it. I have a grandma test that is the best. So we have to put a little bit of dough in the oil. This is important. This is important to know. Everything you are going to fry, to have the best fry, what you are going to put in has to rise up very quickly. Because if you are frying a potato, if you are frying an eggplant or mushroom, everything you want, if it is too much inside, it doesn't rise up very quickly. This means that the oil is not hot enough, right? And everything will be too oily. The opposite. If the oil is not too hot, everything will burn. So what do you have to do? you do a test like this with a little piece now, and we do a test. If it is ready, we can continue with the other chiacchiere. If not, means that we need to manage the flame. If it's too high, we're going to reduce it. If it's too low, we go to raise up. Va bene? Okay, stay focused on this, guys. So can you see me right now? Yeah. Look, is not ready yet. I see that needs 2 seconds to be cooked. So what we go to do is we try to, I know this is too big. We try to prepare something with the paper. Aspetta che glielo dico così. So guys, meanwhile that we wait for the right temperature of the oil, we need to have a plate. This one that we call, what do you call this in English?
I don't remember.
This is a spider.
Yes, Lori say yes. Thank you, Lori.
Lori, this is a spider.
Suzanne, tell us, Suzanne.
Scusatemi. Did you say that the testo should rise up right away?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's ready? Okay. And then we discard that testo, I guess. We just discard. Okay.
So
exactly.
if my oil is ready, what do I do? Because I don't want to wait.
If your oil is ready, you have to put your chiacchiere inside. When they are golden, you take off and put them in a plate with some paper cloths to dry a little bit.
With some what?
Okay, we do another take, guys. Look at the pot. Okay, look how they are
popped,
creating the bubbles. This means that the wine was good, right? I have my partner, Francesco, that is with me, and he jokes with me sometimes.
Hi, guys.
Do you flip them at all after a while? Do you flip them over or you just not?
Yeah, I turn over a little bit with this spider. You know, for your information, I bought this to Williams Sonoma in the States, so you can find it's Chinese. And yeah, it's a Chinese. Okay, guys, I do more. Everyone is trying?
Someone, yes, someone is working on the dough. I can see.
Brava.
What about Diana and Gianni? Nadia, are you, what? Oh my God, so cute.
Oh, look at this.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Oh, Nick, this is, Nick Landolfi, show us your chiacchiera. Wow.
Wow, guys.
It was the tester.
Bravo.
It's good.
Of course,
Lori,
guys,
when
you manage, guys, when you manage the flame, it's not always the same, right? So take care of the flame. And if you are two, try to do one, take care, watch out to the flame, and then the other one, continue to make chiacchiere, right? Va bene?
Yes, I think so.
Grazie.
Alicia, how is going there?
I'm seeing you.
Good. Abbiamo cominciato to fry.
Look at this.
Alicia, voglio vedere tua madre. Let me show your mother. Sorry, guys, because
Lei sta
I
friggendo.
want to see Alicia.
Wow, who is talking
Italian.
in Italian?
Ciao, finally. Hi. Oh, good. Good job.
Okay, guys, I do a couple more, and after I show you, and after I show you how to decorate, because as you say in Italian, we say in Italian, anche l'occhio vuole la sua parte. So even the eyes want to enjoy, right? So if you are going to give them to friends or family, you have to be very nice in the presentation too, right? So in your recipe.
Sorry, Annalisa. Sorry, we have Nadia grandmother. She's from Milan. She asked in Milan. Yes. Hi, ciao.
Ciao. Ah, Nadia and Sean. Okay, ciao signora, salve.
How cute.
Da Milano.
Enjoy.
Signora, venga in Sicilia che abbiamo l'estate. Mamma mia, incredibile. Okay, so guys, you can decorate our chiacchiere in different ways. You can eat them plain. You can eat them with the powdered sugar on the top. You can put some honey on the top, or you can use the cream, the pistachio cream that you can find in the box, and Sicilian pistachio cream on the top. Amazing. Right? So, faccio le ultime, così faccio tre cose. Chiara mi ha detto mamma. I have two kids. Chiara is the older, and she said, are you going to prepare chiacchiere? Save me a lot. So, say for me. So, everyone is cooking. Brava. Lori, you had the issues, and now you are finishing the first one. Perfetta. Ce l'ho detto, Pino. Isabella, è stato il vino per Lori. Le ho detto di bere vino.
Una domanda. È questo troppo grande?
Chi parla? Missy?
Heather Vizioso?
Missy, where do you live?
No, Heather, let me see. Yes.
And these are Missy's.
Heather, you should talk so Annalisa can see you.
È troppo grande.
Yes, it is. This looks like a lasagna. You should put 3 of these.
Are you talking to me?
It's like a rectangle. Can you show
Katie,
me?
let's do Katie. Katie, oh my God,
Katie,
that's so beautiful.
Missy, yours looks beautiful. Bravissima. Let me try the last one.
Lori, Bruno, what about you? Let me see.
Alice.
Oh, nice. I like
Lori,
it.
Bruno. Look, no, Lori is beautiful. Oh, Erin, look at this baby.
It smells like my Nonna's kitchen. I'm so
wow.
happy. So happy.
Of course, of course. So guys, look at this. This my chiacchiere is not a rectangle, right? You have to be also be creative. It doesn't matter, and you can make a different shapes too.
Good job.
Ma avevo dimenticato che c'erano quelle. Okay, guys, I have to complain to you. I was here and you didn't tell me that my chiacchiere was burning. Ma come passa il fatto? Cioè si stavano bruciando. Oh.
Oh, the chef is burning a chiacchiere. I don't know.
The chef burn the chiacchiere. Look at this. Per la serie non tutte le ciambelle vengono col buco. Okay, so now my oil is too hot. So do you know what I think? I'll show you how to decorate them, and so you can see something. So, fermi tutti. Dove siamo? Let me see. Bisogna asciugare il maschio. So guys, I want to ask you how difficult was making chiacchiere tonight?
I think it was really helpful for you to see everyone's dough, and then it was easy. Because the key is for someone to teach you what it's supposed to look like, right?
Yeah, and we understood also the problem, like with Erin. You saw live that when you cook something, something can happen, right? But cooking is like loving. We can fix something, right? Even if when you love is more difficult to fix things, but with the kitchen is easy. So guys, now I want to do this.
Annalisa, sorry. How long we can store these chiacchiere? How many days we can take them?
If you use, look, I show you something. If you use a box like this and steel, right? A box, you can save them also for 7 or 10 days. Of course, probably they will lose the crunchy a little bit. But if you close them in a plastic box or in a box like this, you can save them. But I guess that they will not stay here for a long.
No.
You eat
just
before.
One day.
Right? Chi mi chiama? Susanna.
See, can you explain, after they're fried, you said about the powdered sugar, do we just dust that on? We just pour that on? And that's
I'm going to show you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to show you. So now, so guys, what I used to do is with sai che non so come si chiama, Isabella. What is that?
Sorry, help us. What is the name of this one?
It's a mesh strainer.
Okay.
Questo.
This
one. So guys, I want to show you something. Can you see me? And again here. Okay. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Perfetto. No, non mi vedete. Okay, so guys, now you can spread with your powdered sugar on the top. And after, you can also, if you want, add some honey. That in this case is, do you know something about honey? If it is a true and organic honey, this will be what happened. That is no liquid.
Honey.
It's not shining. This means that it is a great quality of honey. If you find instead the shining honey at the grocery store, even if you have 10 degrees, so very cold, is a Chinese. Sorry for Chinese. Yeah, because natural honey can't melt with the cold temperatures, right? So what I do is something that I should not do. Microwave. But if you can, wait a little bit. And do you like my dirty apron?
It's beautiful.
I miei grembiuli. So when you mix a little bit, you can like a drop of extra virgin olive oil on the top. Can you see? Isabella, puoi vedere se è verso il miele sulle chiacchiere? Io penso di sì.
I see it.
Vedo. So this kind of a honey is a 1000 fiori, right? 1,000 flowers, but I think you don't translate 1000 fiori. It's a mix of flowers from the bees, and you can do this, right? More or less, depending how sweet do you want. Because guys, do you know what? The dough or the chiacchiere is not too sweet. We have only 50 grams for half a kilo of flour. So it's a no sweet dough, right? And look at this. I have the same problem with the pistachio cream from only Sicilian pistachios. Look, I want to show you closer. Only Sicilian pistachios. The color is no spring, not like a grass. But this is the true color of a pistachio, guys. So when I go in the States and I see that kind of brilliant pistachio color, it's a fake, right? So you can find this very huge can jar in the box. And I'm going to do this. Can I tell something?
Yeah.
That I do? Don't get scared. This is a food orgasm.
Oh my God.
Ci hanno censurato, e fu così che abbandonarono la cooking class. Okay, guys, so of course you can put chocolate, you can put everything what you want, but these are our chiacchiere, my version. You can find in different bar and pastry shop, more flat, more big, especially if you are in Texas, I'm sure they are bigger. So everything in Texas, they say that it's bigger. So this is my version of our chiacchiere. You can eat them for snack, for breakfast, just to have fun with friends. If you want to combine a liquor, I can suggest a passito di pantelleria. That is a very sweet wine, and that's fun. Just have fun. Please let me know if you have some question. I put my chiacchiere here. One for my partner. No, for you.
No.
See, no,
We want to see your partner. Annalisa, show us your partner.
Okay, see. Okay, I show him here.
Oh, bye.
It's Francesco.
Bye. Ciao.
Isabella, do you know that he is Apulian like you?
Oh, really? From where?
Foggia.
Ah, Foggia. I'm from Taranto, Grottalia.
Oh. Bye, Isabella.
Ciao.
Ciao.
So, guys, this is the moment for the questions. If you have.
Okay, someone is asking, Leah is asking, how did you prepare the pistachio? You should buy the box of Annalisa, because you will find there the pistachio cream.
Allora, yes, you can, I show you this here. Okay, so guys, to be honest, you can prepare a pistachio pesto, salted especially. It's a long process, but I can show you in the next time with Isabella. It's not a problem. But this kind of pistachio is sweet, is like a Nutella, and you can use it to stuff a croissant. You can use it to put on the top of something, or just to eat in this way with a teaspoon, right? And the concept about the cooking box is not only to have the best specialties from small producers, but is having something like a pistachio cream to eat and something else instead to cook with me, because in the box you will find a QR code, and through this QR code you will scan it and you will follow me like now, but instead is recorded 2 cooking classes, how to make fresh pasta and how to make almond nougat. You will find the nuggets, you will find extra virgin olive oil, you can find caponata, you can find semolina flour. So it's a very, very full box. And the good thing is that they are already in the States. They are in Texas because I have my warehouse house there. And so if you order now, in 2 days, you will have at home. In addition, thanks to this special code that Isabella wrote also on the chat, you can have a special exclusive to B2B live cooking class with me. So it's a very great opportunity to gift to yourself, to celebrate Valentine's Day. And in the next future, you can visit my website also to buy other stuff. So it's a very great opportunity, and you can write me all the time. The only thing that I want to tell you is that since I'm working every day on my website to improve the experience, when you go on my website, it's a little bit slow, but don't be scared. You have just to wait. This is a good signal because this means that you arrived in Sicily. So in Sicily, everything is slower. But this is the truth. I'm working to give you the best experience for the e-commerce, because I don't know if Isabella told at the beginning, I was not an exporter until the pandemic. But since I had not job during the pandemic, not cooking classes, I started, and not tourist in Sicily, we know, everybody. So I started to do online cooking classes, and I invented the cooking box. And if there is some Sicilian Italo-American here, I want to show you something. So this is a mappina. Someone knows a mappina?
No.
Oh, come no? Non ci credo. Non è vero. I don't believe it.
I know.
Okay, this is a mappina. This is a Sicilian kitchen towel. And when we wrap this mappina, we wrap something in this mappina. We call this a truscia. So all the items are very careful wrapped by this mappina with my logo on the corner, and these are a Sicilian card. And so it's another souvenir that you can have from Sicily, in addition to the box that is very, very nice also to contain other stuff. So the website, yes, Isabella is typing on the chat. And
yes,
the
but
box,
don't worry, guys, because I will send you all the information with the website again, the information about Annalisa, and so you can buy the box. It's a good way also to support small business now, especially in Italy and in Sicily, because usually we have problem too, but with the pandemic, the situation is worse. So in Sicily and south of Italy, they work with tourists, and this year it was really tough. So buying a box is a good way to help not only Annalisa but also all the small producer that Annalisa are collected with this box, because all the product that we will have in the box, you will have in the box, are for small producer there in Sicily. Okay, so it's a good way to help everyone. Okay, so thank you so much. And also you will enjoy these products, okay, because they are amazing.
Thank you, Isabella. Thank you everyone for coming. Enjoy your chiacchiere, and
send us pictures, because we want to share with our social media. Okay. Okay, guys, if you don't have any question, see you next time, and thank you so much for coming. Good job, Diana and Gianni. Very good job.
Everyone.
Ciao.
Grazie a voi. Ciao. Have a good day.
Ciao,
Have a good
Barbara.
weekend. Be safe. Bye. Ciao.
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 Katie.
Ciao everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. Ciao.
Ciao a tutti.